Всем привет, дорогие друзья, с вами Перс, я продолжаю проходить Fallout New Vegas. Концовка игры продолжается. Итак, мне записи сделал квест, быстренько освободил его, хотел добавить медикс вино, но потом пришел, я сначала освободил, потом добавил вино, в итоге сделал хуйню. Пришлось все быстренько вызванивать на помощь, поэтому без ничего. Так. Нет, сломано она. Снаряжение сломано. Блин, жалко. Тогда погнали, сейчас починим. Махало. Мне хоть там денег хватит, мне должно 15 тысяч быть. У меня 11.
Been doing a lot of good work?
Да, 15 тысяч крышек, ёб твою мать, это до хрена. Здесь тоже это не нужно. Тогда нахер получается, да? Придется продать кому-нибудь там торговцу. Ну, либо вот положить эту броню. Так, фрисайд, погнали. Наш это сейчас фрисайд, поэтому идем спокойненько. Задание королевский гамбит. Королем сейчас пойдем. Кстати, давно не были у королей. Да еще с таких времен.
Yes.
If it can be bought, it can be founded. Make an...
Так, погнали, поговорим с королем. Это еще лучше, что ли? Ага. Блин.
I've got my eye on you. You crossed the Kings. All right. Personal space meaning anything to you, lady?
All I do all day is read magazines. You'd be amazed what you can learn from them.
My eyes on the street tell me you haven't paid our mutual friend Oris a visit yet. Until you do, we got nothing to talk about.
Блин, где этот Орис тогда? Погнали тогда этот квест делать. Я думаю, это дополнение, окей. Что-то я даже забыл про этот квест, окей. Я не помню. Подожди, а о чем тут квест? Подожди.
Lucky 38 to talk to Mr.
Знаю, что я совсем забыл про этот квест.
Everyone knows
Совсем.
Mr. House doesn't talk to anyone.
Я забыл про этот квест вообще. Тогда мы сохраняемся, получается, еще раз.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's. Hello.
I knew you'd be back. Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. In order to ensure... We'll be heading down the main street here the whole way down. No detours. You go off sightseeing, and I go off to find another... I'll keep a brisk pace, so try not to fall behind.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around.
О, спасибо.
To your left here is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever need their services. Up ahead on the next block is where the Kings hang out.
Come
Let
to
them
Mick
scare
and
you.
Ralph's for
They
all
don't
your
outnumber
shopping
you.
needs.
Thirsty? Horny? The atomic wrangler
Down to the
has you
right here is
covered.
the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler. Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men.
Ну, это не подозрительно.
Gotcha. Thought you could ambush us, huh? Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd... Noticed that, did you? I keenly aimed one of the shots through some... Call it a hunch. You do this job for long enough, and you learn to... Well, here we are. No worse for wear, are you? I trust that if you need to cross Freeside again, you'll know who to...
There's talk of someone going into the Lucky 30.
What do you have for me? So that's how it happens. Okay then, I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer number of people that have come into the area since the Strip was built. In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get violent. This is one of those occasions. Recently, a few words come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Head on over, see if they remember. Good. I like that info.
Hey,
Так, это в Махаловске, да? Это...
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping
А,
needs.
это последовательно. Окей, последователи. К последователям. Погнали.
What is it? Oh, that's different then. How can I help? Well, it happened at night, around 11. We'd recently made some caps off a bit of scrap we found and wanted to invest it wisely. As we were leaving the Wrangler, we must have taken a wrong turn and ended up in the squatter side of town. From out of nowhere, these big guys show up and start barking. The kid there's about as proud as a local around here gets, and started yelling back at him. Then all hell broke loose. Kid got the worst of it, sad to say. They were big guys, young too, no old geezers like me. Hell, none of them looked even half my age. I was mostly face down in the dirt, begging for my life when it happened, so I only got a quick look at them. I hope you find the bastards that did this. If you want, try asking my friend Wayne over there about him. Wayne?
That true? Did the king? I don't really know what else I can add. They were a bunch of guys, better dressed than most Freesiders, I guess. That help? Sorry I couldn't help more, especially since you're being... Hey, wait, I just remembered something. I might have heard one of the guys that attacked us call another by name. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey Lou, we gotta go." At least I think he said Lou. Might have been something else. Now that I think of it, he said Lou something with a T. Tenant, that's what he called him. Lieutenant.
He probably said Lieutenant Wayne.
Блядь, НКР что ли? Ёб твою мать.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shop.
Сука, если это НКР, я убью этого лейтенанта. Лично, блядь. На местные жители нападать. Может, он пьяный был, конечно, но, блядь.
Have you found anything? Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't come around these parts since they're big. If they're coming over here now, it's got to be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over. If something big is going down, I'm sure rumors of it will have spread. Ask. You might also mosey on over to the Mormon fort and chat Julie Farkas up. The followers tend to be... Just don't ask her what to do about it. She'll probably ask you to hug someone or something.
Some nut attempted to kill the head of one of Mr. House's families recently.
Да вот обнять.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph.
Welcome back, friend.
А качество какое? Секунду.
That's phenomenal. They supply Freeside with drugs and liquor. From my point of view, they're just better organized. Upgrading their stills would increase their supply of liquor and cash. True, we could help addicts, but the cycle of addiction... Good point. We wouldn't be paying anything for their supply. We get food from nearby wasteland farmers in exchange for... Tell the Garretts we'll keep their stills running if they provide us with supplies. Thank you for...
Секунду. Продолжаем.
Great. What do you... Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth... I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too... If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. She's in charge... If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should... Was there any...
Секунду. Так, продолжаем.
Great to see you again.
What's up?
Так, что по заданию? Так, погнали с Элизабет поговорим. Да что ж такое-то? Какие-то тупики. Тупики, да тупики.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Nickin' Around.
Назад, 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 назад. Надо пойти. Обойти домик. Это опять же да?
Hold up. What's the password? If you're here to see the Major, then I suppose it's our...
Here you go. I hope this helps. Welcome. There's food and water here for any citizen of the... Yes. No, I'm afraid we don't. Don't you have a friend you want? You were right. But here, take another helping for... Yes? Was it... Like I... You know Julie? Not everyone in the NCR sees eye to eye with the followers, but they're okay in my book. If you really want to know, we sent an envoy to the king, offering to coordinate the relief effort. In a manner of speaking, our envoy was brutally beaten and only barely survived. My superiors ordered the relief mission scrapped. I managed to get clearance to carry out the mission anyway, but with greatly reduced support. Now there's not enough supplies to go around, even if I wanted to serve the rest of Freeside, which I don't. That's all in the past now. I should get back to work.
Hello.
Тогда пошли к королю. Да, если мы сейчас наоборот настроим против, то что нельзя так делать. Надо сразу идти к королю. То, что он, наверное, наоборот хотел подружиться с королем.
Well, hey there. I heard that NCR soldier lady told you some wild story about them sending a messenger to us to work out some deal. That's bullshit, and it's nothing to bother the king with. More like they sent someone to spy on us, so do everyone a favor. That's a shame. Well...
Понятно, он против.
You find out something about them handing out supplies, like food and stuff? That ain't nothing to get. Ah, that would explain the goons. They're here to keep people like my friends away from the food. That... Wait a minute. They said what? Huh, that would explain why they're all riled at us. Seems like we have a big misunderstanding. What the hell?
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers. Might be NCR.
What is that fool doing? I need you to head out there and try to defuse the situation. Tell them I'm willing to cooperate.
Понятно.
Put your weapon away or we will fire.
Over here.
You there, keep your hands where we can see him. Draw a weapon and we will fire.
This isn't really a good time. Like he helped the envoy we sent? Then he should watch his back. We know for a fact that the envoy made it to their headquarters. Still, if the king's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out. I'll tell my men to stand down.
Hey there. We hope to see you by the train station
Hello
one
again.
of these nights.
Remember to stop by one of these nights. Northwest, by the old train station.
Hello.
Туда-сюда ходим.
Hi.
I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting. You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell you what. Just this once, name whatever you want, and if I can make it happen, it's done. Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head a little.
Так, теперь погнали.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Near as I can tell, with some sort of religion. Oh, I know it says school out front, but everything in here seems... People used to come here to learn about him, to dress like him, move like him, to be him. If that's not worship... As far as we can tell, the guy that built this place was considered the coolest of the cool, and taught other people how to be... People would come all around to learn how to sing, dance, dress, and even speak the way he did. Something like that, yeah. There were some working tapes here when we first got here, so we know what he... Sadly, they stopped working a few years back, so I sold them to a junk merchant who was passing through. Otherwise, I'd play some for you. All the outfits you see my guys wearing around were originally found in here, too. Not a whole lot to tell. There were only a few books left in here when we found it, and those were rotted away. There were some posters left that were pretty well preserved, which is how we know... The thing of it is, we don't even know what his name was. All the posters just referred to him as the King. Well, that and the giant sign outside. This place could have been the King's House of Dog Chow, and I still would have taken the name. But I like to think I keep the memory alive. Whoa there. Not just anyone can be a... Second, I have to approve. And I don't. But if you're fixing to join something fierce, stick around if you play your card. We've tried to pass our philosophy on to the people of Freeside. The kids love us, but the old-timers tend to shy away and keep to themselves. As for the others, some people just plain don't respect others, and that's... Pace? He and I grew up together around here. We've been through a lot together. There's no man I'd rather have at my side in a pinch. Don't judge him too harshly for trying to get some caps out of you. He probably took you for a squatter. There have been a lot of people moving into the area lately, and it's got some people riled. I got Rex here from a salvager a few years ago. He was a little dinged up when I got him, but one of the followers fixed him. He goes through spells like this from time to time. The followers said... I don't know. Maybe. If you found a way to help, your best bet will be to talk to Julie Farkas over at the Old Mormon...
Так, давай. Так, ну туда иду. Мне к последователям надо. Так, сюда и... Сюда и, наверное, направо. Ну, давай поможем. Чё нет-то?
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Welcome back, friend. Rex? It breaks my heart every time I see him. Yes, a few months ago. We had to tell him. No, Rex's condition is way beyond anything we can handle. He requires brain surgery and some I didn't say that. While no one here has that kind of expertise, there's an old scientist named Dr. Henry who reportedly specializes in... Last I heard, he was living up in Jacobstown, far to the northwest. No.
Я туда-сюда хожу, туда-сюда, туда-сюда, туда-сюда.
Cheer up, lady. You've still got your...
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people.
What's up?
Так, у меня есть наука, как бы, если чё.
Some nut attempted to kill the head of one of Mr. House's families recently.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. She said, what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables, maybe knocking out one of her... Only thing is, there's too much going on around here for me to make a trip like that. You seem to be awfully interested in my boy Rex here, and you've done some good work for me already. I'll tell you what, you promised to get Rexy here to that doctor, and I'll lend him to you. What do you say? I can't thank you enough. Now, there's a few things you should know about old Rex here, if you're going to be traveling together. First, he hates rats. Can't stand the things. Giant rats, mole rats, doesn't matter. He catches a whiff of them, and he's off like a shot after them. He's normally pretty obedient, but you might have to chase him some if he goes after. Second, he doesn't like hats, or the people wearing them. Don't ask. I have no idea why. That should be it, though. Other than the occasional bad spot when his brain... I wish you both... Rex, this is your new master. Protect him as you would me.
Так, что за поиск и пометка? Так, навыки, так, способности. Поиск и пометка. О, ни хрена ж себе! Ни хрена ж себе способность. Далеко идти, ну ладно, мы пешком пойдем.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
На самом деле, это очень интересная способность. Химикаты, боеприпасы и оружие. Пойдем, Рекс. Собачку надо вылечить. Чё? Допустим, я подхожу к домику. Пищевец. Кто?
There was some kind of massacre at one of the ranger stations. What are you doing here, stranger? Me? I'm Sammy of Sam. You better not mess with us. Simple. Up until now, we committed our crime. But that's gonna change. You'll have to ask Pauline.
You best not try any funny business, stranger. One word from me. I'm Pauline, of Sammy. You'd best not mess with us. We ain't never heard of you either. Come a week or so, though, and everyone will have heard. Sammy and me got our hands on a powerful weapon not too long ago. Vance's gun. You know Vance, of Vance and Vicky? That gun's our shot at the big time. We're gonna sneak it in on the strip and rob one of the casinos. Maybe all of them. We'll be known as the greatest gunslingers to ever terrorize the wastelands. You'll see. You'll feel stupid. Really? You think so? We've only got the one gun and there's two of us. And we've never done anything like this before. We've never been on the strip either, so we don't know how many guards the casinos have. And I kept having these nightmares. What are we thinking? We're gonna get ourselves killed. Look, tell Sammy to give you the gun, all right? Just take it. I don't want it around tempting us to do something stupid.
This better be good, stranger. Really? Oh, thank God. I love that woman, but I swear this time... The gun's in the safe. The combination's 5, 23, 34.
Да я возьму все, продам, чуть-чуть. У нас есть что продать, кому продать. Да, направо. Мы идем вдоль дороги. Вдоль дороги и налево потом. Потому что через гору я не полезу. Нахер надо. Нет, ну втроем мы путешествуем вообще нормально. Идем вперед.
Retribution. Had enough?
Так. Так, помощь. Вот так вот. Мне взаимодействие жалко. Так вот, так вот, так вот, так вот, так вот. Так вот, так вот. Что теперь полностью смотришь, как мы увидим. Хорошо. Во, вот потрошитель. Я потрошителя нашел. Замечательно, он игнорирует урон. Замечательно, все замечательно. Тронные. Так. У него 28 урона, 6, но он игнорирует ПУ и сопротивление урона. То есть он все игнорирует. Он просто имба. Тайная квартира последователей. О, ни хрена себе. Копать лопатой. Лопаты у меня, к сожалению, нет. Так, ну чуть дальше. Жалко, я не могу бегать. Вот серьезно. Есть модификация, где, конечно, можно бегать, но я не хочу мою модификацию использовать, потому что, ну, блядь. Это портит впечатление по игре, серьезно. Модификация. И, ну, обидно, да, но... А что делать-то? Была бы машина или что-то, какой-то элемент телепортации, не знаю. Было бы очень nice тема. Но, к сожалению, такого нет. Так, это идет. Себе это, блять, что за животное такие? Толсторог баран. Ни хрена ж себе, это какой-то мутант новый. Интересно. Так. Нам еще идти. Ой, господи. Ну что, идем. Исследуем локацию. Так, F5 на всякий случай. 57 километров. Богомольчик. Пас. Хороший. На ком? Ну, я уже все взял, короче. Так, 500 из-за чего продадим. Продам новому кому, потому что она дешево стоит и плюс веса никакого нет. Хорош. Он прикольный песик. Мне он нравится. Правда, он нападает на что попадя, ладно. Сейчас тебе дом починит. Ни хрена аж себе домина. Так, здесь супермутанты. Здрасте.
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the Nightkin. They don't like people, and if you're NCR, keep it to yourself. Docks inside the lodge. A lot of bad blood between super mutants and humans. Goes back years. So, me? I don't really have a problem with the NCR. Set their sights a little too high. Kaisar thinks he can change human nature. Most of the Legion is following Kaisar, not Kaisar's ideals. When he's gone, might not happen overnight. Might take a few decades, but it'll happen. Basic human nature. They expand. Fast. If you got land they want, they'll take it. They keep rolling over people. They'll regret it. Seen them grow from a single town, Shady Sands, into the Republic. They've done good. Not really. Heard it's a paradise in the wasteland. Never been there myself. Doubt. Amazes me people would come from all over the waste to throw away every... Nightkin suffers schizophrenia from the stealth boys they're always using. One of the reasons I settled Jacobstown was so they could be cured. While they're in town, the Nightkin aren't allowed to have stealth boys, so their craziness doesn't get worse. Trouble is, the Nightkin don't like being visible either. They don't take... Same as any civilized town. Don't start any fights or steal anything. Was part of a super mutant army. Ran a town. Long story, so here's the short version. The Master thought he could unify everyone. No more differences, no more war. Didn't end well. Town was Broken Hills. Bunch of super mutants, humans, and ghouls all living together peacefully. Well, most of the time. We were looking for a Gek to save the village of Arroyo. Eventually, we did. Nuked an oil rig in the process. We went separate ways after that. I went east into the Rockies, looking for other mutants like myself. Don't know what happened to my friend. I got a feeling...
Он про Фокса? Походу, да, про Фокса.
Was a resort pre-war. I renamed it to Jacobstown after an old friend. Died a long time ago. I figured us mutants needed a place to call our own. Town's far enough away from human. One of these days, I'm hoping we can trade with the rest of the wasteland. No more... Bighorners. Good eating. And we can trade the hides. Got a lot of wild ones.
Lily's been babbling about her grandkids and that.
Джейкобстаун. Ну слушай, город супермутантов. Прикольно.
Jimmy! Little Jimmy! My... Oh, Jimmy, don't you go... Oh, of course I have to. I watch over the big horners.
Окей.
Another human. One was enough. So many staring eyes.
Huh. I'd heard there were new people in town, but I thought it was more super mutants. Most of the time, I'm Dr. Henry's research assistant. We're looking into ways to cure I'm also handy with tools. And once in a while I venture down into the valley to trade the big horner hides and meat for supplies. All right.
Сколько? 28 сюда. Прикольно. Так, терапевт сегодня. До свидания. Мне он не нужен. Я возьму комнату компенсатора. Так, что еще могу продать? Закупку не могу продать, к сожалению. Так, 7 утра мне нужен, 12,7. Мне нахера не нужно, я все равно не пользуюсь. Так. 5,56 до свидания. 9-литровый тоже до свидания. Так. Сколько? 12 ровно? Ну, в принципе, продам. Что могу вернуть? Одежду, наверное, да.
Give me a shout if you need.
11400 не хватает чуть-чуть.
Prospectors looking for salvage, usually. The great Khans come this way once in a while, but they keep their distance. Thank you. Change names and jobs every decade or so, just never really done much science stuff till now.
I assume this is about... It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was one woman in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens. Very well. Show me what you brought. Big brain on this one. All right, let's see. Damn. Heavy amounts of the chemicals used in the drug Turbo are present. Transplanting this brain will make Rex fast. Have a... Again, you interrupt me.
Простите, спасибо.
The Nightkin have varying degrees. I'm currently investigating the local Night Stalker population. I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II. I'm not convinced that the Night Stalker mutation is a natural one, and I need someone to investigate. Some of the super mutants have looked around as well. Lily might be interested in coming with you. She's lost. I've compared the brain chemistry of a Nightkin to one of the local Night Stalkers we killed. They both exhibit similar neurochemical changes. Now, I'm not claiming that Night Stalkers are running around wearing stealth boys, mind you. I just don't think. The stealth field has been modulated to use less power and thus last longer, but for some reason it... However, these pronounced effects will allow me to pinpoint exact... Unfortunately, I'll need to run the test on a live subject. And Marcus... Because Marcus asked me to, and because it's a reason for me to get up in the morning. I'd like to get... It's possible, but I've yet to see any hard evidence or hear of any cases. It's negative. Yes, specializing in neuroscience, both human and canine. Of course, this lab is... Cyberdogs and the like. It's not a field... Yes, but the leadership and I didn't see eye to eye, so I left. It was the right decision, since the Enclave's oil rig was destroyed not long after. I prefer the solitude, and having a bunch of super...
Hey there.
Так.
Hey there.
А, Лили, господи. Лили, это не то. А, это бабушка, господи. Бабушка Лили.
Naughty children run from... Oh no, dearie.
What's up? Why? Nice. Can I order room service?
Stealth Girl? Что? Stealth Girl, это что? На 200%! Но я не пользуюсь стелс-боем. А критический предмет постоянно возрастает на 10%. Ну это, вот это, кстати, прикольно. Это прикольно.
Hello again. Such a... Isn't that sweet of you to fret about me? Such a good boy. I don't mind fighting, especially to protect you, dearie, but I don't... Oh, someone... Leo's a very bad man, Pumpkin. Yes, you are, Leo. He tells me to do things. Terrible. You shouldn't say things like... I grew up in Vault 17. I never... Yes, Leo, I'm getting to that part. They made me one of them, and they put me to work in an army that was going... A spy. Sometimes an assassin. I killed a lot of folks for... Oh, he was a nasty man, dearie. You don't... This old thing? Oh, I scavenged it off a wreck. What do you... Oh,
Ну, понятно. Блин, ни хрена не вижу из-за темноты. Ладно.
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again. Killing our bighorners, shooting at the lodge, that sort of thing. Guess I can't say for sure if they're NCR. Wherever they're... Not looking to fight. That'll give NCR an excuse to... You're human. I'm not asking you to kill them.
I hope it will snow later.
Это потом сделаем. Погнали, 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 погнали. Сейчас, стоп. А что по заданию нужно? Хорошо, что у меня друг животных прокачан, я был бы в ахуе. Да, это друг животных. Если бы не было прокачан друг животных, я бы был в ахуе. Да? Мира, вот сюда, Джекпс. Так, тут квесты порешаем немножко, потому что все равно некуда торопиться. Заодно собаки помогли, поэтому...
Is there something else I can... There's still power, but the casing is cracked. More importantly, this explains why my research into this group of Night Stalkers hasn't come up with... There's only one avenue left for me. I need to run... Lily is eccentric, certainly, but I've never felt she was dangerous. I've told her about the risk. Possibly immediate and permanent mental damage. There's a reason. Lily already has a pre-existing condition.
again. Of course, dearie. I know it's dangerous, but it'll all turn out for the best. You.
The equipment is hooked up and ready. Very well. Please stand back. I don't want any erroneous... All right, power on the stealth boy, Lily.
Turning it on. Feels strange. Strange, but good.
Interesting. Try thinking aggressive thoughts now. Think about smashing a rad scorpion.
Lily smash! Yeah!
How are those readings looking, Calamity?
Stealth field is unstable and scrambling things. The reading says gamma wave activity is 0. But that can't possibly be right. Gamma wave activity is 0. That can't be right. Must be a result of the interference.
All right, we're done here. Go ahead and power the stealth boy down, Lily.
Oh, I liked having it on.
I'll get back to you on that in a moment, once I've analyzed the results. Uh-oh.
Well, well, congratulations on getting the Mark II prototype functional, Doctor. Now, just hand it over, and we'll be on our way. My request is perfectly reasonable. Give us the stealth boy. No, I didn't. Not until now, anyway. Very well, human. You've made your point, and I withdraw my request.
I keep hearing about some courier making a fuss over at the Strip. Must have delivered more than just mail. Nice work with the Nightkin. I've never seen it. I got a lot of useful data from the experiment. It's occurred to me that this brief test might not yield a cure anytime soon. That's brilliant. Simple yet elegant. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Someone's watching me. I can feel it.
И level up. Так, мне нужно взлом докачать до 100. Но медицину тоже до 100. Вон 81.
Don't look at me. Pain. Bother someone else. Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do. Humans are always staring at things. It is different. Right now, I'm trying their... Dr. Henry. I represent the Nightkin. Marcus may lead this town. Doesn't mean I don't respect Marcus for what he's trying to do. However, the stealth boys we use have cumulative adverse effects on our... Way! Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with you. You think Marcus could get us a minute?
Так, погнали, выполним этот. Погнали. Это не МК.
Our business is with the muties. Whoa. Thought you looked familiar. I'm just doing a job, nothing more. We've got nothing left to talk about.
Need to tighten up my bike.
I like how you handled Keen. Without the night... Good. Glad you didn't kill them, letting them walk. If NCR or anybody else is looking for... Smart, charismatic, and hell of a mean streak. Doesn't care for humor. He's got a lot of pull with Nightkin, though. Keen is saner than most. Because of a promise, one I haven't been able to keep. The Nightkin have a hard time being seen like normal folks. Can't stand it. A few already left to try. Miserable situation. They either stay here and suffer. That happens, there's a good chance other Nightkin will follow. It'll make it hard. Worse, if Keen and the Nightkin... Most humans can't tell the difference between mutants. Might come here... That's like saying Caesar and Kimball would listen to each other. Nightkin don't...
Так, все, сделали. Так, погнали в Лаки 38. Возьмем с собой Веронику. Ну, давайте сначала на этом закончим. А потом возьмем Веронику в следующей серии и продолжим дальше. Ссылка на прохождение Fallout New Vegas будет в описании. Подписывайтесь на канал, на Telegram, на Boosty, на группу ВКонтакте. Оцените, комментируйте. До следующей серии прохождения обзоров стримов игр, а также реакции на видео. С вами был Перец. Надеюсь, вам понравилось, ребят. Не болейте, всем удачи и до скорого.